Elevations to everyone in the collective. We are going to go live again for another read. You know, I got to give the good deeds and stuff since I didn't do my recording earlier. But duty calls. So I am bringing you back for another one. We are back for another read. I'm going to try and stay in as positive and high vibrational energy as possible by declaring dominion over any spirit stronghold, their wicked tools, devices, any and all hovering and monitoring spirits, which I declare to go blind and deaf over any demonic contracts entered into an agreement, whether forcefully, known or unknown, or by acquiescence. I hereby clear, cancel, and delete all of those contracts and all the variations of the above aforementioned, stating that I am a peaceful, sovereign, and protected being at any and all given times. I do not allow anyone or any energy to attach to or siphon my energy or tap into my energy. It is strictly prohibited at this time. I'm going to go ahead and Ashe, so mo to be, and so it is. Since we've already done our formalities collective, we're going to go back into another live. So interesting energy out of this deck. I am using my Tarot of Oneness deck. I like this deck. Very colorful, very beautiful, very vibrant. It has a lot of cards in it. It has the divine feminine and divine masculine natures or aspects of all major arcanas, I believe it is. And then it has a couple of extras. So I'm using this deck. So I'm going to clear the energy and then we're going to get into the read collective. Thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in. For everybody that has supported the channel, liked, shared, subscribed, kept those notification bells on, the comments, the constructive criticism, the feedback is all very much so appreciated. I'm very appreciative of everyone in the collective that has done so. And if you are new to the channel, I pray that you stick around and that I'm allowed to tap into your energy to bring some type of truth, clarity, awareness to you and or confirmation to you wherever you are in your life and by what you already instinctually and intuitively know. Interesting energy collective. Dalit. Interesting energy. So, someone may be wanting to join forces with you. This could be in a relationship, this could be in a group dynamic, this could be um, a relationship group dynamic, or this could be like a career here. You know, somebody may be wanting to offer you some type of contract here. It could be anything like that. I don't know the depths of it. I'm just going based off of the pre-shuffle. Um, in whatever respects this is pertaining to, and whatever this is pertaining to, confirmation. Um, somebody, someone or somebody's, they are very intrigued by you, by how you reached a higher perspective or how you have such high perspective of certain things, a lot of things. Also about your abundance with that wheel of fortune energy. They are very intrigued by how you manifest here, by how you're so fortunate, how you're so abundant here. Um, but they are also a little bit weary of you, okay? A little bit weary about moving forward with you or coming towards you and whatever this is, because they're weary because it could have been that they were burned before in the past, by someone like you. Like you could be very spiritual in nature. You could be very religious in nature. Somebody like people, we gotta enter and overstand this for a second. I'm gonna interject real quick. We're living in the day and times, the times of days where you just don't know who to trust. You know, we get into connections, whatever the connection may be, and we find out that a lot of people are finding out that they got into connections, they got in bed with the devil, they got in a deal with the devil here. So this could be the weary part that's coming in through this energy. So I'm feeling this energy of someone or somebody's being extremely, extremely attracted to you. If it's a relationship, extremely intrigued by you, your perspective, your intelligence, you, how it is that you view the world, how it is that you view all things within the world, small, medium, large here. They are very intrigued by your abundance, your ability to manifest and attract your fortune, your luck here, your good nature, your good spirit. They are very, very intrigued and attracted to that. But these people or this person is also very weary because and hesitant of coming towards you because it's like they don't know whether or not they're getting into a deal with the devil. If you work for the devil, if getting into a connection with you, you're going to like you're some type of ruse here, like you're wearing a disguise here to get this person to connect with you. Like they just don't know the outcome of something. So we had the Two of Cups pre-spread, I mean pre-shuffle. We had the Two of Cups, we had higher self, but then we had the devil behind it. Then we had the Three of Swords, and then we had the higher perspective, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune here, and then Action of Swords here. Okay? Somebody has thought about it long and hard, and they're really ready to take action. They're really, really, really ready to implement. They're ready to go ahead and come towards you or offer you this, whatever it is here. They feel like that you're abundant with or without them. They feel like you're abundant on your own. But they just don't know if this abundance, this luck, this good fortune is due to you actually being in your spiritual nature and being a good person, being upright at heart, or if you are in cahoots with the devil. So we have the Ace of Wands here, a new beginning. Okay. They can be known by many things. Who's at that? 01 null 10. Um, spirits, ancestors, divine. They could be known by many things. Like I really like to skip over. Like I really would employ people to not pay attention. That's wrong to say it that way. It's not to not pay attention to the words. It's more so paying attention to the titles here. The titles really confuse us, you know? Yeah, there are different ways to make contacts. Cards, strings, melodies, numbers, stars. You said, yeah, mirrors. Some people use mirrors. Some people use candles. Some people use earth magic here. They use elemental magic here. They use I don't know. It's different variations of stuff. Some people use dowsing rods. Some people use pendulums. Some people read crystals. Some people read tea leaves. I've seen people read tea leaves. I've seen people read wax melts, messages out of wax melts here, how the wax pours. I've seen people do it in many different ways. It is all depend. Like everybody is not going to make contact or connection with I don't know if I would call them spirits here. I don't know. Because when we look too deep into the titles, y'all, we really, really, it gets us lost. It has us confused. Like when I speak in any of my readings, before I get back to the reading, when I speak in any of my readings, and we're talking about twin flames and soulmates and high level soulmates and divine counterparts and kingdom spouses, like the titles confuse me. The titles really, really, really confuse me, you know? And if we get away from the titles, we can minimize it down to good or bad, you know, or negative, positive, good and evil, you know, because those titles are really, really, really confusing here. That's why I kind of skip over time, you know, like you'll hear me mention something and I'll be like, You know that, but that's because, I study a lot of etymology. Words, they have many, many different meanings here. Um, and so do titles. Okay. We give titles to things. We are limiting that particular thing we give a title to that particular the energy of that, or what we believe to be the energy or the standards for that, the description of that, what applies to that particular thing that we're giving a title to. Like, just because we call something air doesn't mean that it's air. When air has a force behind it, it becomes wind. You see how the titles become very, very, they become very stipulative, like, and it just causes further confusion. And this is why I be heavy into the energy of I am. Things just are what they are. I don't give them a name or a title. I'm limiting them by giving them a name or a title. I just say that they are what they are. You know? Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, ancestors of my highest good, archangels of my highest good, highest self, guardians, protectors alike, spirit guides. What's the message? 5 of Swords. Jealousy, envy, and greed here. It's very interesting that this 5 of Swords has a chalice on it. See it? A cup. That's not a sword. So this could be given that. I don't know if you just interjected or I just added your energy into this message here, but this is exactly what I'm talking about here. This says 5 of Swords. There's no sword on here. We see a cup. But just because we give the sword the name sword doesn't make it so. A sword, and we never knew what a sword was. This would look like a sword to somebody who don't know what a sword is. So it's all about what level you're looking at something from, with that perspective. And these are people that want to come towards you for a connection, or like a contract to work with you, anything like that. It is, everything is contingent upon those people's perspective. What frequency are they looking at you? Because in one aspect, let's say these are 3 people that are looking at you. Let's say these are 3 people looking at you and they want to work with you. They want to join forces with you and they want to work with you. Okay. From one person's aspect, you would look like a sword. They would see this word sword. Okay. They would reference sword in their mind. They would think of the word sword and the picture of a sword would come up in their head. Another person's perspective, they would look at the number 5. It's written out. It's not the number 5, but nonetheless, 5. They would be looking at the aspect of the 5. Maybe they're looking at 5 swords. One person may see swords and they just think swords. One person may be seeing 5 and they think the number 5. That will be significant to them. That's the thing that sticks out to them. One person would be looking at it the picture wise, not what the words say, but what they see. A cup. This is not a sword. So it's like, if these are multiple people or this is a person, they have many different ways of looking at you here. It's like on one hand, you're a 5. On another hand, you're a sword. On another hand, you're a cup. I think that they're thinking they're overthinking something. Somebody is overthinking something here. Like they've looked at all the different aspects. And the more somebody thinks about something, it only causes them further confusion. But in those situations, I always, for myself, in situations like this, when I look at stuff from different aspects here, and it just causes further confusion, the more I try to look deep into something, what I do is I take out bits and pieces of the things that are significant to me for the 5, for the swords, for the cup, the picture or the picture. I take out the different things that stick out the most to me and I try to combine them. Helping me, at least that helps for me. That helps me to come up with a better conclusion. Or the closest to and the most accurate conclusion as possible, okay, or outcome. Inspiration of cups. See what I mean? Like, so somebody could be seeing you as a sword here. They can feel like that you show up like you embody this energy, like you're cups, but you're swords. I don't know how to explain this. So air and water could be significant. Thoughts of love could be significant here. And this is a person that wants to be with you, that wants to come towards you here, and they're just not sure of you because they're not sure if the perspective that you have, the high insight that you have on things or a particular thing, if they're not sure that if it's like genuinely because you're connected to God, or if you're of the devil here. Somebody has thought the many different ways of, you know, how things could turn out if this is a relationship here that somebody wants to get into with you. Okay. Like on one hand, somebody sees you as a cup. On another hand, somebody sees you as swords. Somebody also could think you're a mixture of earth angel and dark angel. Like you embody love, or you embody, let's just say, cups energy. You it's like your body is made up of swords, but they are surrounding the cups within you, if that makes sense. Your body is surrounded by a force field. You may be very boisterous. You may think a lot, and you may speak exactly what it is that you think, and you speak truth, and you speak it in such a way where it is a damaging blow, or it is an uplifting, it is an inflation for somebody. But then, like, somebody sees the depths of you, which is cups. Okay. And so somebody can be real confused, like intrigued and weary. They could be, because I'm getting like somebody seeing both, as somebody has literally, they have considered all of the aspects or options or outcome of something. Like somebody is very intrigued. They are very just, it's almost like, what are you? On one hand, and this may not be how you show up, but this could be just how this person views you. On, it's like on one hand, you're swords. Like you may be very cutthroat with whatever it is that you do. But on the other hand, your love. On one hand, you may exert a lot of dark energy. Not dark as in bad, but you know what I'm saying? Like you've embodied the darkness. You've embraced the darkness of yourself, but you use it for your highest good, not in a negative way or a bad way. And somebody is kind of in, it's like, are you swords or are you cups? Because when I view you sometimes, you look like swords. You come off like swords. But when I view you, other parts of you, you come off like cups. Is it possible for this person to be both? Is it possible for this person to be many other things besides this? Because again, the Five of Swords is depicting a cup. There are no swords on this picture, like none. Yeah. Uh, I don't know about the whole witch thing. Like, again, titles. So is the spiritual realm a demonic realm? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I'm not even gonna feed into that. I don't have time. But no, we don't. I don't do witchcraft over here. It's not witchery. You know. I think you might want to, as I stated before, no 10. Yeah, because again, you're applying what is applicable to the title. Because if you are religious, I come from a heavily religious family, heavily church going people. Okay, nobody does this in my family. Okay, when you add the title, I think you should look up the word witchcraft, and then read it in depth. Don't just go to the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Go to the Strong's dictionary. Go to the lexicon. Go to the, let me see, the Hebrews. Yeah, the Hebrews dictionary. Um, and then look up etymology, the etymological meaning of witch. And then I want you to go and see if any of those descriptions apply to you and your religion. The end. Because I think that you're going to be a little bit shocked. Yeah, no. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. Come back to God. You're doing the devil's work. So what are you doing then when you on this channel? You think you're doing God's work? Did God tell people in any of the Bibles or any of the religious sects, which I have tons of Bibles around here, very old. I read them. I don't know them back to back or like the back of my hand, but um in any parts of the Bibles, did God tell people to go out and seek out people who are witches and exact his revenge or lay God's hands down on them? Fuck. Like, you're over here on this channel. Like, are you doing God's work? Because I don't remember nowhere in the Bible or anywhere where God told you to go do that. So is that the devil's work, or come on now? You doing what you want to do? Oh, you in the flesh? Oh, sounds like the devil's work to me. Like, damn, don't you have Bible study on Saturday tomorrow or something? Like, don't you need to prepare yourself for a fast or something for tomorrow? Or I don't know. Don't you need to go pick out an outfit so you can go to the club on Saturday and show up to the pool in the pulpit or in the pews on Sunday? I mean, come on now. I never remember in any part of the Bible God said, uh, go out and seek out the witches and people that do the devil. No, God said, I will handle that. You worry about you. I sent my son to tell you to worry about you. And God, me as God, not me, collector, but God said, I'm going to handle that. Like, he don't know no better. You know, closed-minded people can only think from a very low perspective here, a very limited perspective. So we have Seven of Wands and the Lovers. Somebody definitely wants to come through and protect you here. So another thing that I'm getting here with this intriguing energy, if somebody has made up their mind, and I feel like somebody is like, they've made up their mind. They made up their mind that You are what they want. You are who they want to join forces with. You are who they want to work with. You are who they want to be with. The Lovers is here. Okay. Somebody, this could be after, this is like after careful consideration, deliberation. You know, this person feels like that they need to protect you. This person is a lover energy here. This person wants to be in a lover's energy with you. They want to protect you as their lover. Okay. They feel like that you are, that you need protection here, because it's like this person is also, somebody is a very critical thinker here. Somebody could be a heavy air sign, but somebody is looking at it like, okay, well, if I sing collective, like on one hand your swords and on the other hand your cups, right? I know that other people, not just me, I know that others see collective as this. And I know if collective, for the people that are very small minded, very feeble minded, if they only see the sword part of collective, they're going to think collective is this way. And they're going to want to attack collective, but collective is more than just that. Collective is not just that. Collective may not even be swords. Collective may be all cups, but may come off like swords, right? Or you could be both. But there will always be people who will think from a very low perspective of you can't embody both. It's just like that, like that idiot, you know, like you're doing the devil's work. How do you know what the devil's work is? Did you speak to him? Did you speak to him? Because this is the thing that I be talking about, collective. Like that's the things that chaps my ass about stuff like that is you can't come argue. And I mean you can, but you're not gonna get an argument out of me. You're gonna get some straight facts. I'm gonna cite you some sources and let you know where you should go and do your research before you come over here and tell me what you think or believe based off of one book. One fucking book, to a person who has read many books, many cultures, many species, many races, many aspects, many subjects. I'm talking about many things. So I just refuse to argue with a person who has limited themselves to the titles that are contained within one book. That person has a limited viewpoint, a limited perspective, very little to no aspects of anything because they have been limited. You listen. If you only have one perspective, you cannot see aspects of things. You cannot see the faceted parts of things. Nobody can argue in a debate. You don't study one book. You study many. You study many facts. You cite your sources from many different sources, do you not? So please do not come over here on my channel and try to debate with me if you are coming from the lack of sources that you can cite or the lack of text that you can provide. You got to point me in the direction. I love a healthy debate. Because show me when I'm wrong, because that lets me know that that's an area I need to grow in. But you can't argue right or wrong from one side. You haven't even yet to see the other fucking side of something. You know what I mean? It's like getting a flashcard for a kid. One kid may see the numbers on one side with the dots. The other kid may see or resonate with the number and the written word. Again, one may see the 5, one may see the sword, one may see the picture of the cup. And this could be one person who was only looking at the 5. Then I was like, nah, because collective don't fit the bill, the title of the 5. The other person or the same person, then they're like, nah, collective is a sword. But collective don't fit the full bill of a sword, the title of the bill or the limitations or that are applicable to the title. Then let me look at collective as a whole here. Collective look like a cup. The picture of what I am observing and absorbing in my eyes, collective looks like a cup. They don't look like a sword. They don't look like a five. They look like a cup. Well, which is it? Because now I'm confused. Is it the sword? Is it the five? Or is it the cup? Maybe if I take a step back and give myself a different angle, this is what you call different perspective that allow, or a different aspect. Same perspective, different angle gives you a different aspect of something. Okay? If I combine all of that, collective is a cup embodied by swords, or that has a protective shield that of swords that protects the cups that are within. On the inside, a person could be a whole teddy bear. On the outside, they can come off like a thug. They can come off like a player. They can come off like a romancer, a Casanova here. What something looks like doesn't mean that's what it is. And that goes for good or bad, negative or positive. Somebody wants to protect you. They are so intrigued by you, they love you. They love you so much that they are intrigued by you. They are intrigued by how much that they love you or want to be with you. Okay? And they are also intrigued by how much they want to protect your love. If this is or is not a lover situation. Because they know that majority of the people that come across you, because they don't have, I'm gonna call this the ability. They don't have the ability of aspects. They have the ability of perspective, as we all do, but they don't have the ability of aspects. This is my perspective of you. I see you. This is an aspect of 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 you. This is you know what I'm saying? This could be an aspect of you if I look at you this way. It's aspects. Perspective, aspects. This is what you call multifaceted. And this is also what you call multidimensional as well. Multifaceted is multidimensional. Seeing things from different aspects, it opens you to different dimensions, because a different aspect will provide you not just the perspective, but it will provide you with more information based off of a different angle or a different way of looking at something or observing something. The more information you have, the more accurate the conclusion you can come up with. But if you're coming to somebody from one aspect, straight front, all you see is this. If I draw a fucking cartoon on a piece of paper, that is going to be a flat 3D figure here. I'm only going to see it from a flat surface. Now, if I raise that thing up, I decide to give it a couple little origami folds and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then it becomes a 4D. You know what I'm saying? Now I can see different aspects of the drawing. It's like we used to have flat puzzles, and now they have puzzles that are 3D puzzles. It's giving you more dimension, more depth, more information. It's the more accurate, the more information you have, the more accurate the conclusion, right? That's for somebody. But somebody wants to protect you from people that are small-minded, because this person could have started to think from a small mind and could have caught themselves like, wait a minute, why would I only think that collective is a sword? It is a sword. What was it that made me look at collective? Somebody asked a lot of questions. Somebody could be really, really, really good in somebody could be like a fact checker. Somebody could be some type of data analyst. And with data, and I'm not going to go deep into that. Data analyst, it would be the equivalent to what it is that I just explained. If you are a data analyst or data collector, you know, a data generator. You are coming from, you are generating that data. You are collecting that data. You are analyzing the data of multiple things that fit into one subject or multiple subjects that have a common denominator. And there could be multiple other ways to explain that. What I just explained, that's different aspects, different ways of explaining a data analyst or a data specialist. A data specialist, that's one title. A specialist of data could be many different things. An analyst, a collector, a composer, the person that actually makes the models of the data or composes the charts based off of the data. All those could be data specialists. Are y'all getting what I'm saying, collective? It's funny that that person just did that because they only served as confirmation. See, God don't make no mistakes. God don't make no mistakes. But all that's idiocracy that person was spewing was based off of one perspective, no aspects, okay? And all he or she did was feed into the purpose of my reading. Y'all see how this shit just worked? God don't make mistakes, bro. I'm not mistaken. I'm not doing this for the devil. I'm not doing anything wrong over here. This is one aspect of what I do. I don't have to read cards. I can sit here and talk. I could get downloads. But then people say that's the devil's work too. Oh, you can read people's minds or thoughts. No, I don't. The thoughts just come based off of micro expressions and micro body language movements. Every blink, every flinch, every move, every fidget, everything, it tells me what you think. Those are aspects that I am seeing you from. And then people still would call that shit the devil's work. Because God just don't give people gifts, right? Matter of fact, wait. God give people these type of gifts in order to punish us. Because I must have been such a horrible person in my life where in this lifetime, I analyze everything. Talent. That's a talent. That's a skill. That's a niche. I'm going to turn this shit into a career. Are y'all seeing the different aspects of this? This person has went over all this. Somebody is very, very analytical, but they are a very critical thinker. And I mean down to the smallest details, the smallest things that a lot of people would miss. But this person, because they are such a critical thinker, they didn't miss the small key details about you that made them redirect their aspect or come to a more accurate conclusion of you. But they know a lot of people don't look at the small details. People only look at the big picture or what's right in front of them here. Not even the big picture. Because if I look at something on TV, from this angle, the TV flat in the front, my eyes are flat in the front, right? If I sit here and I look at something on TV, the whole picture is playing or the whole scene is there. But my eyes are only going to zoom into what it is that resonates with my mind, that my mind has collected the data or the information on. Whatever information that registers in my mind, that when I'm watching that picture, that movie, that clip, whatever, my eyes are going to zoom in on what makes the connection to the information of the aspects. And that's all. Death and rebirth. This person wants to protect you here. You cause a death and a rebirth in this person. So if this person was a very critical thinker and everything had to be like seeing is believing, if you can't touch it, see it, taste it, feel it, it's not real. This could have been this type of person. But you cause a death and a rebirth into this person to make them look at another aspect, maybe the spiritual aspect here. which they then possibly combined with their critical thinking, their logical mind, their physical mind. They combine their physical mind, that death and rebirth. We're talking about combining the physical mind of a critical thinker with the spiritual mind of a critical thinker, allowing this person to think critically in different perspectives and different aspects of each perspective, giving them more information to make a more accurate, come to a more accurate conclusion. But this also goes two ways for this person now that they've come to this conclusion about you. You just are. But they also know that people who are not like them, that don't have the ability to think critically, that don't have the ability to see from different aspects or from different perspectives, they are going to see you only as swords. You're a cup. But they are only going to see the 5, lack, instability, loss, grief, or the swords. Stabbing. When we think of swords, we think about injuries, damaging, destruction, force, threats, weapon, right? They know a lot of people, most people, they are going to miss the key things. And the little small key things are the spiritual things that we miss every day in life. Every day there are miracles all around us. We miss it. And when you awaken this death and rebirth, you awaken yourself and allow the physical to meet the spiritual part of you. The things that you once overlooked, they pop out at you. They become very, very prominent. Like they become more important to you than what what used to be important to you. They make more sense. Not only that, you gain a sense of respect for those things. Like, I never noticed that. Y'all ever been like that? Like, I never noticed that. I never seen it that way. You ever watch a movie when you was a kid? Favorite movie? You haven't watched it for a long time. Then as an adult, you go watch the same movie and you recognize things that you never recognized. You went through grow. The aspect, the perspective is still there. The perspective is the movie, right? You're still the observer. It's still the same movie. Those are the perspectives. That's the perspective, right? The aspects are, as you have gotten older since you were a kid, you have experienced different things, observed different things, felt different things, like you added to your library of information about different things. And your library is much more extensive than what it was when you were a child. So now when you watch that same movie as an adult, you catch on to things you didn't catch on to as a kid. You never noticed that in that movie. That's always been there, that they changed something up. I never noticed that. I never looked at it. And now, not only that, the movie has a different meaning to you as an adult than it did as a kid. And that idiot, he only further proved what this message is talking about. Like literally. But thank you for that. That's what you that's what you call divine intervention. But not only that, turning somebody that tried to make something look like a negative thing into a positive thing. God bless his heart or her heart. May they see the error in their ways and find peace, serenity, balance, stability, and healing. So we have the Three of Pentacles. Somebody definitely wants to join forces with you after you cause a death and rebirth in this person. I feel like that somebody had you painted one way based off of how they saw you. They could have analyzed everything about you, but they were only analyzing the physical things about you. It's like somebody seeing you and thinking you're one way and then opening your mouth and speaking to a person and they're figuring out you're another way. You can have a resting bitch face. You can be a masculine. You can have a resting, mean mug or something on you. Okay? And somebody applied physical data collected off of your typical type based on how you look, or the lack of the information based on that they've collected based on how you look, or people in the similar category of how you look, how you come off to a person, first glance, first encounter, until they start talking to you. Now they absorb more information about you. They get to know the depths of you. This changes how people see you. But this person knows that people don't want to see you like that. People want to believe that you are the tool of the devil. You're doing the devil's work here. That people are only going to see you as a danger, as a threat with that sword energy. They're going to see you as a 5. They're going to consider you. They're going to look at you. And they're only going to see you as a 5. Loss, grief, left out in the cold, hardships, defeat, danger, threats, swords, weapon. So somebody may be wanting to give you some type of contract or offer of protection here. This could be an order of protection here with that death and rebirth, and then the 3 of Pentacles, and then that 7 of Wands is right here, but it did fall before the Lovers here. Oh, I don't know if these want to come out in the reverse or what. Spirit of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the Empress. Am I doing reversals? No. Okay. The Empress, the High Priestess, and the Spirit of Pentacles. Somebody knows that you are rich in spirit. And they know this because they know you're... and I don't know what this is about aspects. I don't know what we're doing here about aspects, debates here, perspectives, but that's significant. Data collection here. Okay? So somebody knows you're an Empress because they know you're a High Priestess, and they know you're a High Priestess because you are rich in spirit. But somebody knows you are rich in spirit because you're a High Priestess, and they know you're a High Priestess because you're an Empress. Or, you see what I'm saying? Like, somebody is a very critical thinker, like an overthinker. I don't know who energy I'm picking up on. This could have been something where somebody only saw you as this could be something where somebody saw you as only an Empress. Physical aspect. Spiritual aspect. High Priestess. They know that if you're one or both, that you are rich in spirit. Different aspects. What? Y'all really be weird on here, like, bro, no, I did not just fart. Like, y'all be miserable, don't y'all? I mean, because if I did like this on lady, like, I wouldn't do that on camera anyway. Like, not like I do that anyways, but if I did fart, like, what you gonna do? Exit off the fucking video? That's what you could do right now. Y'all really be weird up late at night, don't y'all? I thought I was the only weirdo up at night, but at least I don't go around looking on people's channels to be a dweeb or a troll or a douchebag and shit. Sister, look for the Lord. Carol Ann. Go into the light, Carol Ann. Bro, people irritate the shit out of me because he's talking about if you're talking in the spirit realm, then that's the devil, that's Satan. Don't it say in the Bible, at least one of the versions of the Bible, that God breathed it. Is it breath? Breathe it. God breathed the essence of life, which is the spirit of God, into Adam after he shaped and formed him from the dirt, from the clay, the mud. He breathed his spirit into Adam to make him alive, to make the golem alive. Like, what the fuck do people be talking about? Like, people do really dumb. Never mind. Just give them grace, collective. Just give them grace, because I can't be mad because this person's not there yet. It's just quite a little bit irritating that they come on this channel and it's like, I'm gonna argue with you from one book, and I'm gonna show you that I'm right. Like, I wouldn't even go. Like, God did not tell you to do that. People go so hard to prove that their religion is right that they don't realize that they're going against everything God said not to do. God told you don't seek vengeance. You go seek vengeance. Okay? And if I want to be real, if I wanted to be real analytical or logical about it, God and the Lord is not even the same. They are titles and they pertain to two different beings. You know, that's story for other days, you know? But people try so hard to prove that you being spiritual is against God, or you doing tarot reading cards is against God, or you having spirit or gifts of any kind is against God. They go so hard in the paint to prove that everything that you are is against God. They go against the things that God tell them not to do. Like, fucking A, like, you gotta make sense to me over here. They'll try to unalive you. God said, thou shalt not kill. They take from you because they think you got it from the devil. God said, thou shalt not steal. God, the Lord said, vengeance is the vengeance is the Lord's. We're not going to get technical about the titles here, but we just want to talk about, we want to aim towards God, right? Vengeance is the Lord. So why are you going out seeking people that you think are witches? Or you, again, thou shalt not judge, lest ye be judged. Why are you going out looking for people that you want to judge as something when God said don't judge? So you want to be judged, right? Oh, you don't want to be judged based off of what you're doing because it goes against everything God says. Like, people do not want this. People don't want this smoke. They don't want this smoke. Because technically, if you want to get real technical about it, you know, you should not even be on the internet. You should not even be watching. You should not have sat long enough to dwell in the energy of somebody that's doing the devil's work. God didn't tell you to do that. God didn't tell you to go and be on the lookout and do fucking neighborhood watch for witches, devil worshipers, those doing devil work, Satan, wicked tools and stuff. He told you beware of those, of the devil and their wicked tools of evil and iniquities, right? He said, beware of those things. Be weary of those things. He didn't say go look for that shit. God didn't say go look for trouble. God said make sure your ass is in good order and standing in an alignment with my word, with my commandments, with my statutes, so you are not susceptible to those things. God never told nobody go looking for shit. Gotta make it make sense. Gotta make it make sense. And trust me, collective, people say that shit about me all the time. I live in a very small town here, and they are heavily religious here. Both my mom and dad are both from here. They are heavily religious here. And what I do right here, they consider this shit evil, the devil's work. But also, I observe you motherfuckers doing evil and wicked shit all the time. The amount of corruption here. Y'all show like you are not people of God. You don't follow and abide by God's rules. If anything, I do more than you do. I mean, way more. But then, you know, I give you grace because it's not for me to judge you. But you come in my space trying to judge me. Judge, lest ye be judged. Fuck on out of here, bro. God say don't say cuss words. That's what they be trying to tell you. But you gossip about people. That's a curse. That is witchcraft. You gossip about people. I don't see nowhere in the Bible where they were sitting around with Jesus during the Last Supper talking about folks. That's a sin. It's gossip. It's slander. You are speaking ill will on someone's name. And on top of that, might I add, in the absence of their presence. Most courtrooms, you can't go and do that shit. The accuser has to stand before the accusee and speak what it is that they say to the accusee to give the chance, the defendant, a chance to rebuttal what it is, what that person is accusing them of, or prove something other than what that person is saying. But guess what? The burden of proof still falls on the accuser, on the prosecutor. The burden of proof falls on them. You can't just say shit and it is so. You need to provide cold, hard facts. The only way you're going to get the best amount of evidence is if you look at shit from different aspects, different angles. You collect solid evidence. It can't even be circumstantial. Circumstantial is you think it, you truly believe it, you know it, but you don't have the fucking hard facts to prove it. It's circumstantial, and circumstantial is not enough to convict. Burden of proof still falls on the accuser or prosecutor or plaintiff. Another aspect of looking at this shit. How many ways people want this? Loser ass shit. The who, the her. Give me more about this person. So like I said, this person wants to protect you because this person may have more than likely could have heard a conversation. I'm saying more than likely because I'm not sure. I haven't went into the depths of the cards. Okay? The Chariot. Somebody feels like your vehicle, your vessel is a vehicle for spirits. I don't. Somebody feels like your vessel, it is a vehicle or a vessel that is a portal. Spirits can inhabit you, and I'm talking about divine. Now I'm talking about divine, man, bro. Like, fuck it. I'm done trying to fucking explain myself to idiots. Okay, not y'all collective, but to the idiots. You know you're not an idiot. If it don't apply, let it fly. What I'm saying is, somebody look at you like you're a portal for spirits to come into the physical realm, but not just that. You're a portal that spirits in. You're a vessel that spirits use as a vehicle, and that they inhabit whenever they want certain information put out there, or certain people to be reached, certain levels to be reached, certain something. Like, you can embody any type of spirit. Like, that's how pure your vessel is. That's how rich you are in spirit here. Because I'm getting spirit vessel vehicle here. Okay. Rich in spirit, the spirit of pinnacle. They go back up here. But rich in spirit with the spirit of pentacles and the chariot here. But that's giving me the high priestess came out with the empress, mind you. So this is giving me like a spirit. Your vessel is a spirit vehicle. Any spirit vibrating high enough can inhabit your vessel for a period of time. So you may have strong mediumship. And this is why that source is coming out. That people are considering you a threat. I don't know if you know this or not, collective. I don't know who this pertains to. It pertains to me. Most of you in the collective. People see you as a threat here. On one hand, people thought from a physical aspect of you, they probably thought you were just crazy. They thought you were a fake. Now that they can't prove that you are fake without a shadow of a doubt, you do have a rich spirit. They can't deny this shit. Now people want to deem you as a devil here. As medium, as a threat. Your vessel it don't have to be completely pure, but the energy contained within it and your body, your thoughts, your everything, your actions every day, how you show up in the world, what you add to, what you take away from, it determines the purity of you as an entirety. Okay? The purer you are, the purer you, the spirits consider you, the spiritual realm considers you, the more that will want to work with you, that vibrate on that frequency of purity or higher. They can't be lower than that. Anything lower than that, anything lower than a pure vessel or essence or spirit here, anything lower than that cannot stand around you. It cannot inhabit you. It cannot embody. You cannot embody it. It cannot take over you. It cannot possess you. Your energy is too pure. It would cancel that energy or entity or spirit out. That is the difference. But this person knows that people don't give a shit because they just want to deem you as a sword. You a cup. And on another aspect, you may be a sword, but to protect your cup. Okay? The essence within you. You're a sword on the exterior. We can even look at this like the spirit is the cup. In the Bible, come on now. Renouncing the flesh, renouncing this world, being in this world, not of it, or of the, being in this world, not of it. They're talking about being in the essence of the spirit, not of the flesh. Being of the spirit, godly nature, not of the physical, manly nature. Higher nature, lower nature. So, cup, sword. Now, I deal with that like when I go to my class and stuff. Like the older man and stuff that teaches the class and stuff, older white man, he like, girl, you sure are one pretty little thing, you know, like, and I'm like, he like, you sure you want to do this? Like, why? Is it because I'm a girl? Is it because I'm pretty? And I don't even look at the pretty aspect. Like, I'm trying to get this money. Like, what the fuck we doing here? And he like, yeah, I seen, you know, pretty girls like you. Like, there's plenty of women that do what it is that I'm trying to do. Not trying to, going to do. And then because I'm surrounded by all dudes in my class and stuff, like, it's like, yeah, like you wearing on that pink. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, it's cold. This is the outfit that I'm wearing. I can wear pink and still do this. I can be a girl and still do this. I can look this way and still do this. Don't sell yourself short. And then lo and behold, we go take the fucking test. Y'all fail, I pass. And then the white man like, y'all let a girl out beat y'all, didn't y'all? Like, come on. But that's what they get for selling themselves short. They're so focused on me, what I look like, me being a girl, this being a man's world, and stuff like that, that you ain't focusing on your fucking part, your portion of the information you need to be collecting in your head, and you don't win and fail the test. Shucks to be you. Shucks to be you. You're not selling me short. People not selling me short for thinking that I'm demonic or evil for being like this or having gifts or anything like that. Or being intellectual. Or being a woman. Or being black. Shouts out to black people celebrating Black History Month. Melanated Present People Month. You know? That doesn't make me feel bad. That doesn't sell me short. That sells you short. I get that all the time. And then when I open my mouth and I talk like this, and they be like, yeah, you trying to trick people. You got siren energy. You just be trying to lure people in with your looks, and then like it's just never gonna fail. People are never going to be satisfied. Too bad for them. And this person knows this about you. Okay? This person wants a 10 of cups with you. This is 10 of cups. This person knows this about you. They definitely like want to have a solid family foundation, but this could be somebody that's from your soul tribe as well here that wants to provide you with a level of protection. They have the means and the resources to provide you protection. Somebody knows that you're not just an earth angel. You're a high priestess. You're an earth angel. You have a rich spirit. You're an empress energy. You hear what I'm saying? You are cups. You are abundant. You are fruitful. You cause awakenings, deaths, and rebirths in people, but rebirths in a good way here. Somebody sees you as a good omen. They see you as an enigma. They are very intrigued by you, but they know as history does repeat itself, nothing new under the sun. Not saying you're Jesus energy or that you're Jesus, but a lot of people, a lot of you in the collective embody Jesus energy. Jesus, it's called the Christ energy, the Christos. You only get to that Christos, that level of awakening or ascension or mastery when you are a pure enough essence and high vibrational. Ain't no way you can be a demon, bro. Ain't no way you can be a demon or the devil. The devil can't vibrate there. The devil can't reach there. The devil can't stand next to that fucking line. But as history repeats itself, this person knows that if people are talking behind closed doors, you need to be aware of that. I don't know if people are call themselves trying to come together with that 3 of Pentacles and be on some type of witch hunt against you. And somebody is aware of this. Somebody wants to provide you protection from this. Yep. Oneness is here. You're one with source. Hierophant. I cannot fucking make it up. See that book? See the information there? See the keys and multiple aspects of a book. Many pages, much information to absorb. Oneness with the Hierophant, with God. Somebody knows you're one with God. 10 of Cups, that you're connected to the ancestors. This could be somebody from your soul tribe that God sent to you to protect you, because they know that behind the scenes, if you showing up like me, you're a fucking threat. You're a problem to people, because people wanted to deny who you were. They wanted to say you was all swords. They wanted to say swords. You all physical. Everything physical about you. Look how collective look. Look how they dress. Look how they walk. Look how they talk. Look where they work. Look how much money they have. Look at this. Look at that. They're only looking at that, right? Swords. They're looking at the physical, the solidity, the physical nature of you. They wanted to deny that you were everything spiritual that you are. They wanted to claim that you were everything but the child of God. They wanted to claim you weren't one with source. They wanted to claim you weren't this, claim you weren't that. But now that something is undeniable here, because I feel like you keep showing up in the world where it cannot be denied no more that you are one with God. Motherfuckers want to take you out, because they know that behind the scenes, they did everything, especially if these are religious people. They did everything that goes against the commandments of God to prove that you were not of God. Get y'all, man, bro. People get their feelings hurt up over here. I sure appreciate the trolls. Thank you for adding as a prop. Thank you for adding and serving as a prop. You know how people be on the stage and they pick people out of the fucking crowd and shit? Comedy and stuff, and they joan on them and shit. They roast their ass, or they pick them to come on stage and stuff. Wayne Brady, Price is Right, whatever. Thank you for playing as a prop to add to it and add to the confirmation of the message that I'm giving out. Kudos to you and the collective. And you're a whole troll, and you did that. Thank you. Data collected. Fuck. Look at that Nine of Cups energy. Oneness with the Hierophant with the Nine of Cups. People wish they could be like you. But not only that, what they gonna say to God? Now that it has been proven without a shadow of a doubt that you are one with God. What are they going to say? That you are descendant of God, that you are descendant of the being of the one that comes with God, or that is connected to God. What they gonna say? And you Nine of Cups, High Priestess, Empress energy, Spirit of Pentacles, rich spirit. What are they going to say? What they gonna say? They're going to continue to say all the nasty, heinous things, and they're going to go harder. And these people could be trying to like form together some type of witch hunt or lynch mob against you. Because it's not that they don't know who you are. It's that they know who you are, and they know they did all these things behind the scenes to prove you were not. And they know everything that they did behind the scenes, it goes against against God. And they were doing these things in the name of God, knowing God didn't tell them to do none of that. So now they want to cover up their tracks. I'm going to see the outcome. We had 11111 as I said that. Talk about some confirmation for that ass. Oh my God, she said a cuss word. She can't possibly be of God. She can't possibly be doing God's work. Home Alone. Looking ass, bro. Empress, star energy. You could be a Queen of Swords. You hear me? Divine feminine energy, star energy, Queen of Swords. You definitely could be a Queen of Swords here. And there's a Knight of Cups coming. Somebody wants to come and give you a romantic offer here. They've been watching, and they know other people have been watching too. It's a lot of sword energy out here. A lot of sword. Yep, they're going to Five of Pentacles. Didn't I say it? It's something significant about five. You could be a life path number 5. There could be 5 people that are talking behind the scenes about forming some type of witch hunt, some type of clique, some type of, I don't know, slave catchers fucking group or something. I don't know. I said this because it's Black History Month. Because you very well could be melanated. And that's not against somebody that's melanated. But it's also about something about how you look. The power that you hold and how you look. Queen of Swords. You can have a lot of air in your chart. We're doing the outcome. The outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. Period. Look at all that essence, energy you embody. All that purity and stuff you embody. Man, look, I was waiting on this little crappy ass asshole to peek itself out again. It was hiding there for a minute, the devil. Somebody trying to claim your abundance, your luck, your Wheel of Fortune. They trying to claim that you got it from the devil. I cannot make this shit up. The outcome. Child, the way these cards flying out. And this could be your family. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Wheel of Fortune with the 2 of Cups. I mean, the 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups. It's a lot of cups and swords out here. What's going on? Cups and swords. Cups and swords. I ain't seen much fire. Cups and swords, though. Cups and swords. Yep. Page of Cups. This your family. You know what else I'm getting here? Whomever is coming towards you with the romantic offer, this could just be somebody that's part of your soul tribe. 10 of Cups came out in the last deck, the synchronicity deck. This could be a person, 10 of Cups, part of your soul tribe that was sent by the divine to protect you in this realm from your family, 10 of Cups. And this aspect, the outcome of this, 10 of Cups. That's giving people these dirty offers, putting I heard lewd and lascivious, vicious lies about you into people's head. So people join together with them and say that, listen, that you're a Queen of Swords in the reverse. You're really in the upright. They want to say you're a queen of swords in the reverse. You're a liar. You're a pretender. You're a faker. You're trying to lure people in, get them in cahoots, connection with the devil. You work for the devil here. And this people in your family, like your immediate family. Or as immediate as this family is to you. Give me that Queen of Swords energy. I don't feel like you're in the reverse. I really don't. I don't get that energy. I feel like this Ten of Cups is going to be more. I mean, they don't want to come out like, okay. We're going to do it like the Divine says. Oh, okay. Ten of Cups. Death in the reverse. I'm telling you. Ten of Cups. Death in the reverse. It's your family. Your family could be the religious people behind the scenes that did all this stuff to prove that you weren't you, knowing that you were you, just didn't want you to be you, and they did it all under the guise in the name of God, and then they went against everything that God said not to do in the commandments and the precepts and stuff, and now that people actually see that you are one with God, that you were sent by God, you are a child of God here, a descendant of God here. Now that people actually see this about you, because I feel like they tried to cover that shit up too. Now they see this about you, this family is trying to claim like you're a witch, a dark practitioner, a Queen of Swords in the reverse, that you're only swords, no cups, no anything. You're not rich in spirit, or you only got that way because you only got to the wheel of fortune or the top of the wheel of fortune because you work with the devil. To get people to go against you. And I'm telling you, these people could be trying to form some type of like group or cult that's trying to go on some type of witch hunt here. Or go on some type of fucking crusades or do what the synagogue did. This could be one of these people of significance, could be your crooked, dirty ass father. Okay? Your father. A strange father right here. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. It is. And he holding a pentacle in his hand. This person, I'm not even thinking. And then look, the Three of Pentacles came right back out. So I want to tell y'all something too. Because the end result is Death in the reverse, Emperor in the reverse, and Three of Pentacles. With this Emperor in the reverse holding a pentacle in his hand, you're rich in spirit. You are the Spirit of Pentacles. This person wanted to keep control over you. Keep control over the riches of the wealth, the abundance that you attract with your rich spirit. So this person lied to these people anyways. There's a ringleader here. You're a strange father, a strange masculine energy of significance here. Okay. What's after the Three of Pentacles? Outcome. Give me the light. Listen. They don't, but that's over with for them. People are rejecting this person anyways. That's the end result. People are rejecting this person's offer to work with them or getting them to try and contract with them. That's why God is sending you a protector here by way of a lover in the physical realm. Yeah, because these people can't. Yeah, this person, this Emperor in the reverse of significance as a part of your family, they can no longer get people to see the lies or the secrets that they like. They can no longer get people to see what it is that they were trying to cover up. Or people are not buying it anymore. They see right through the fog, the illusions, the bullshit, the lies, the secrets of what this person was really trying to do, what it is. You could be a Queen of Cups, heavy water, air. Heavy water, air. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. A real strong Queen of Cups. You took them burdens like a champ. And you got a King of Cups that's coming in towards you. They feel like that they was kind of stuck or deadlocked, stuck between a rock and a hard place with the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands is King of Cups. But this is because this person only seen you from a physical aspect. And another thing, this person could have been operating or viewing you based off of information given to them by this Emperor in the fucking reverse that's a part of your family here. This person is not a player. They want to come in with 10 of Pentacles. And they want you to walk away and go towards happiness, towards nine of cups here. No, towards two of cups. That look like a nine. It's a two. Where you get rest easy. Where you can rest easy with your swords on you. Look how beautiful you look with the swords laying on you. Do those swords look so threatening now? With the flowers, how peaceful you're laying with them. They still swords. But do they look so threatening? Do they look like they are destruction, that they are a problem, that they are a weapon, that they are a true threat, that they pose a real threat? They don't. Because now people still seeing you with the swords, but they're seeing you with the flowers. They're seeing you in peaceful energy. They're seeing you. People know who you are. Y'all definitely be fucking weird over here all night, don't y'all? Too much no-dos, huh, Janice? Yep, look at that. Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. I'm telling you. These people try to hide you. They try to hide that you a whole ace. I said Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. They try to hide you. They try to hide you. They try to hide the fact that you're a Queen of Cups, that you're a cup. A Ace of Cups. They tried to sacrifice you by blocking you from your justice here. Blocking you from your victory, blocking you from ending a cycle and keeping you stuck in a cycle with this world and the Eight of Swords here. And then having you like a sitting duck with the Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords, having you like a sitting duck. But you're being protected. Seven of Wands by somebody that wants to invest in you. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, because they see you. They see you. They see who you are. They see what you're worth. They see you as the Ace of Pentacles through all the illusions that were told about you by a King of Wands or to a King of Wands. Somebody could be a king. Somebody could be like water, fire, and you could be like air, water. A King of Wands that's single, that knows the truth, that these people were only envious and jealous of you. Look, since you were a child. Yep. And they made you fear for yourself as a child and everything. Caused you a lot of imbalances and instabilities here. Caused you a lot of loss and grief and pain, because these are the true devils. It's always the ones, it's the first one smelt it, dealt it. You know? Yeah. Devil energy, the lovers. Somebody could be your ex here. So collective, that is going to be the last read or last live and general collective reading for the night. I'm going to go ahead and close out this energy, close out the live, close out my energy, release y'all energy and all energies back to their respective places. Back to their respective places with love and light. As I call my energy, my power, my vitality, my magic, my spiritual gifts, abundance, protection, and power back to me. From that particular read, I close all doors and portals to and from my energy and ask that all leaks to my auric field and subtle bodies be healed and sealed at this time. Ashe, so mote it be. Collective, as this is the last read, as I like to say, don't let this world define you. Define yourself. Don't define yourself by titles or anything. Like I define me, because I'm your girl Shay, the dual alchemist, your dual-natured being of all aspects and perspectives. I love being of service to y'all. Love giving y'all out the messages. And I thank y'all for the likes, shares, and subscribes. Continue to come back. And I will see y'all on the next one, collective. Peace.